सो हेलो गाइज, वेलकम टू नेशिया। आई होप यू ऑल आर डूइंग ग्रेट। तो आज हम डिस्कस करेंगे करंट अफेयर्स फ्रॉम 29 ऑफ नवंबर टू 5 ऑफ दिसंबर। सो जितने भी इंपॉर्टेंट करंट अफेयर्स हैं हम इस सेशन में उसको डिस्कस करेंगे, और जो पीडीएफ है इस करंट अफेयर सेशन की वो आपके साथ यहाँ पे शेयर हो जाएगी। आपको इसकी पीडीएफ डिस्क्रिप्शन में मिल जाएगी, वहाँ पे लिंक मिलेगा, उसको ज़रूर लिंक को देखिए। और बाकी सारे जितने भी करंट अफेयर्स हैं वो भी आपको यहाँ पे मिल जाएंगे। तो हम मंथली मैगजीन भी हम पे लॉन्च करते हैं PanaceaTutor.com पे, तो ज़रूर आप जाके एक बार हमारी वेबसाइट पे PanaceaTutor.com पर जाके मंथली मैगजीन जो है, जिसमें मंथ बेसिस पे इतने इंपॉर्टेंट करंट अफेयर्स हैं, आपको मिल जाएंगे हर एक मंथ के। तो चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं। आज हमारा सेशन है 29 नवंबर से लेके 5 दिसंबर तक के जितने इंपॉर्टेंट करंट अफेयर्स हैं। तो लेट्स स्टार्ट विद द नेशनल न्यूज़। सो रिसेंटली ऑल इंडिया रेडियो हैज़ डिसाइडेड टू ब्रिंग अ न्यू प्रोग्राम कॉल्ड एयर नेक्स्ट टू ऑफर यूथ अ प्लेटफॉर्म to air their voice as a part of the ongoing आज़ादी का अमृत महोत्सव। जैसे कि आपको पता है कि हमने आज़ादी के अपने 75 ईयर जो हैं वो कंप्लीट कर लिए हैं, तो उसको सेलिब्रेट करते हुए ऑल इंडिया रेडियो ने यहाँ पे इसको लॉन्च किया है। एंड दिस एयर स्टेशंस विल अलाउ यंगस्टर फ्रॉम लोकल कॉलेजेस यूनिवर्सिटीज टेक पार्ट इन द प्रोग्राम्स अलाउइंग देम टू डिस्कस एंड क्यूरेट यूथ सेंट्रिक शोज। तो यहाँ पे जितने भी ये कॉलेजेस हैं एंड ये यूनिवर्सिटीज़ हैं, यहाँ से जो यूथ है उनको यहाँ पे बुलाया जाएगा। दे विल पार्टिसिपेट इन दिस प्रोग्राम एंड जितने भी यूथ सेंट्रिक शोज़ हैं उनके ऊपर डिस्कशन होगी। सो इसमें अबाउट लगभग 20,000 यूथ जो है फ्रॉम 1000 एजुकेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट पार्टिसिपेट करेंगे ड्यूरिंग दिस नेक्स्ट ईयर जो आने वाला है इसमें। और हर एक नुक और कॉर्नर जो भी है इंडिया का, वहाँ से लगभग 167 जो एयर इंडिया के स्टेशन हैं वहाँ से ये प्रोग्राम यहाँ पे चलेगा। एंड दीज शोज वुड encourage the youth to speak about the achievements of the country during the last 75 years of independence and where do they expect India should be, और कहाँ इंडिया को रीच करना चाहिए। This way the youth can air their big dreams and define the future of the India. It is the biggest sign theme shows of all the India radios and involving thousands of youth and hundreds of educational institutions across the country. This talent hunt show Air Next will be broadcast in all major Indian languages and dialects. So moving forward to the next current affair. So next है हमारे पास the International Telecom Union (ITU) and the Department of Telecommunication Operating under the Ministry of Communication conducted a joint cyber drill 2021, and the cyber drill was conducted for the Central Network Infrastructure Operator of India. And the Central Network Infrastructure are the systems, assets and the networks that are essential to ensure the security of the country. तो यहाँ पे ITU ने हमारी कंट्री की सिक्योरिटी बनाए रखने के साइबरली एक साइबर ड्रिल यहाँ पे लॉन्च की है लास्ट वीक। सो अगर हम बात करें इस ड्रिल के बारे में, सो इट एम्स टू इम्प्रूव द साइबर सिक्योरिटी रेडीनेस ऑफ इंडिया। सो इट ऑल्सो एम्स टू इंक्रीज द प्रोटेक्शन एंड इंसिडेंट रिस्पॉन्स कैपेसिटी ऑफ द कंट्री। ड्यूरिंग द ड्रिल, साइबर ड्रिल, the cyber attack and the information security incidents were stimulated and the participants were trained to defend and respond against such incidents. So अगर हम बात करें क्या क्या यहाँ पे important benefits यहाँ पे मिले हैं ड्रिल से, so this drill emphasized the role of the computer security incident response team and the computer incident and response team (CIRT). The CIRT is responsible for handling security breaches. So it also strengthened India's capability in protecting critical information infrastructure and building cyber security. So अगर हम बात करें इंटरनेशनल टेलीकॉम यूनियन हेडक्वार्टर्स की, तो जिनेवा स्विट्जरलैंड में इसका जो हेडक्वार्टर है। अगर हम बात करें इसकी यूनियन फाउंडिंग की, तो 17 मई 1865 को इसका फाउंड किया गया था। और साथ ही साथ अगर हम बात करें इसके हेड ऑफ सेक्रेटरी जनरल की बात करें, तो दैट इज हॉलिन जाओ। सो हॉलिन जाओ is the International Telecom Union Head Secretary General. So moving forward to the next current affair, this is the national current affair. So India and Bangladesh have decided to celebrate December 6th, the day on which the India formally recognized Bangladesh as the मैत्री दिवस। तो जिस दिन 6 दिसंबर को इंडिया ने फॉर्मली बांग्लादेश को एक देश का दर्जा दिया था, तो उस दिन को यहाँ पे बांग्लादेश मनाएगा मैत्री दिवस, फ्रेंडशिप डे। ड्यूरिंग द विजिट ऑफ PM नरेंद्र मोदी टू बांग्लादेश इन मार्च 2021 to attend the National Day on Bangladesh, it was decided to commemorate 6th December as the Maitri Divas. This means Friendship Day. 10 days before the liberation of Bangladesh, India has recognized Bangladesh on 6th December 1971 to be an independent country. So India was one of the first country to establish bilateral dialogues and diplomatical ties with Bangladesh. So moving forward to the next important current affair. So Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment has formed a 3-member committee to review the criteria for the reservation for the economical weaker section EWS categories in the terms of the provisions of the expansion to Article 15 of the Constitution. So the committee has been asked to complete its work within 3 weeks, and former Finance Secretary Ajay Bhushan Pandey will be head of this committee. So this announcement to appoint a committee and review this EWS reservation criteria has come after the Supreme Court intervention, and the Supreme Court is hearing petition challenging the government notice issued in July, which provided for a 10% EWS quota in NEET admissions. So the member of the committee are former Ajay Bhushan Pandey, जो कि हमारे फाइनेंस सेक्रेटरी भी रह चुके हैं, and then Professor V.K. Malhotra, the member secretary of the Indian Council of Social Science Research, and then Sri Sanjay Sanyal, the principal economic advisor to the government of India, ये भी member हैं यहाँ के. So बात करते हैं next current affair की. The nation will have 9 nuclear reactors by 2024, and a new nuclear project, the first in the northern India, will come up with 150 kilometers away from Delhi in Gorakhpur of Haryana. The government informed the Rajya Sabha that by 2024 the India will have 9 nuclear reactors plus 12 new additional one which were approved during the COVID time with a capacity of 9,000 megawatt. So the minister said that nuclear energy will soon emerge as one of the most important source of alternative and clean energy for the increasing power demand of the country, and India has counted on its nuclear program to help meet its Paris climate commitment to reduce the emission intensity of its economy by third from 2005 leveling by 2030. तो यहाँ पे जो पेरिस समझौते के अंतर्गत जो हमने यहाँ पे वादा किया कि हम 2030 तक हमारी इमिशन बहुत ज़्यादा कम कर लेंगे, उसके लिए बहुत ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है ये न्यूक्लियर रिएक्टर्स का बनाना, और लगभग 9000 मेगावाट की एनर्जी वाले ये न्यूक्लियर रिएक्टर्स जो हैं कलेक्टिवली 9000 मेगावाट एनर्जी यहाँ पे जनरेट करेंगे, तो यहाँ पे उनको लगाया जा रहा है. सो मूविंग फॉरवर्ड टू द नेक्स्ट करंट अफेयर. सो नेक्स्ट इज about the Union Minister of Information and Broadcast Anurag Singh Thakur and Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath inaugurate Earth Station of Doordarshan Kendra at Gorakhpur. So the 3 FM stations of All India Radio were also inaugurated virtually on the occasion. So this will be the second Earth Station of Doordarshan in Uttar Pradesh, and it is being built at a cost of rupees 7 crore. So this Earth Station will enable the programmes generated at the local level to be telecast live through DTH across the world. So the Earth Stations at Doordarshan Kendra Gorakhpur will be a boom to the local Bhojpuri artists, as they have been demanding it for a long time. So 3 FM stations of All India Radio were inaugurated today at an Etawad, Lakhimpur, Khedi and Behraj districts. So the addition of these FM stations will further enhance the reach of the All India Radio, especially in the Indo-Nepal border areas too. So next time हमारे पास आगे हम बात करेंगे स्टेट की न्यूज़ के बारे में. So the 3-day Shillong Cherry Blossom Festival in 2021 was inaugurated by the Chief Minister of Meghalaya, Conrad K. Sangmaji, and the Ambassador of Japan to the India, Satoshi Zuki, and it was celebrated from November 25 to 27. So the festival was held in 2 venues, the Wards Lake and Polo Ground in Meghalaya. So the annual festival coincided with the actual blooming of the cherry blossom flowers, and it is also known as the PSSSB, and these flowers underlines the Himalayas and covers the east and the west Khasi Hills too. So this was about this program and this festival. So next current affair is about Nagaland. So Nagaland DGP T. John Longkumar officially launched the Call Your Cop mobile app at police headquarters in Kohima. So the app was developed by Axilogics Tech Solutions Private Limited, and the app will enable all citizens of the state, especially those in distress, to get in touch directly with the police, as easily available with just in 1 click away. So if we talk about this app features, so the feature in the app includes a directory, alert, tourist tip, SOS, nearest police stations, and search. And citizens can download the app from the Google Store on any Android phone. One can download the app from the Google Store. With this app, you can also receive notification like news, update, advisory, etc. So एक बहुत ही अच्छा ऐप है, ये बनाया गया है. इस पे आप SOS calls, tourist tips, directory alerts, nearest police station to you and search बहुत कुछ कर सकते हैं. एंड ये बहुत ज़्यादा आपको सहूलियत भी देता है और साथ साथ आपको सिक्योरिटी भी प्रोवाइड करवा रहा है बहुत ही ज़्यादा. तो दिस वाज दिस ऐप बाय द नागालैंड डीजीपी. एंड अगर हम बात करें नागालैंड के बारे में तो नागालैंड के जो सीएम है दैट इज नेफ्यू रियो. एंड इफ वी डिस्कसिंग अबाउट द गवर्नर आल्सो, सो गवर्नर है जगदीश मुखी जी. चलिए चलते हैं नेक्स्ट करंट अफेयर की तरफ. सो नेक्स्ट करंट अफेयर फ्रॉम स्टेट इज वाराणसी. So Varanasi, a city in Uttar Pradesh, is all set to become the first Indian city to start ropeway services as a mode of public transportation in order to ease the traffic congestions. So the proposed ropeway will be conducted between Kent railway station, Varanasi junction to the Church Square, Gadolia, covering an aerial distance of 3.45 kilometers. तो वाराणसी में पहली बार ये स्टेट बनने वाला है. So it is all set to become the first state इन इंडिया जहां पे रोपवे इस्तेमाल होगा पब्लिक ट्रांसपोर्टेशन के लिए, जहां पे वाराणसी जंक्शन से लेके गडोलिया तक ये लगभग 3.45 किलोमीटर्स का जो डिस्टेंस है उसको कवर करेगी ये एरियल रोपवे. सो इट्स आउटले इज ओवर रुपीज 400 करोड़ एंड इट इज डिवाइडेड बिटवीन द सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट एंड द स्टेट गवर्नमेंट of around 80% to 20% ratio. 80% from the center, 25% from the state. And India will be the third country in the world after Bolivia, Mexico to use a ropeway for the public transportation. And discussing about Uttar Pradesh, so the capital is Lucknow. So the governor is Anandiben Patel and the chief minister is Yogi Adityanath. So next current affair is from the Kerala. So the Kerala tourism launched the street projects to promote and take tourists deep into the interior and the rural hinterlands of Kerala. So the project would be helpful for the visitor experience and the diversity of the offering in these locals. So sustainable, tangible, responsible, experimental, ethical tourist hubs. So moving forward to the next current affairs. So it is from the Nagaland. So Nagaland is celebrating its 59th statehood day on 1st of December 2021. Nagaland was granted statehood on the December 1st, 1963. With Kohima being declared as its capital prior to this, Naga leaders and the central government reaches to an agreement to create a separate region of the Naga Hills in 1957. The State of Nagaland Act 1962 was thus enacted by the Parliament to give Nagaland statehood. According to the Articles 371A, no Act of Parliament would apply to the state of Nagaland in a matter related to the religious or social practices of Naga and Naga customary laws and procedures, administration of the civil or criminal justice involving decision according to the Naga community and customary laws and ownership and transfer of land and its resources. So Nagaland is the first state in the northeast to be bifurcated from Assam as the 60th state of the Indian Union. So Chief Minister of Nagaland, as we discussed it earlier also, Nephew Rio, governor is Jagdish Mukhi. So the next is from the Arunachal Pradesh. So the government has signed Bollywood actor Sanjay Dutt as the brand ambassador and the award-winning filmmaker and the branding expert Rahul Mitra as the brand advisor of the occasion of their Golden Jubilee celebrating. So marking the 50th year of the name of the state. So Sanjay Dutt launches a media campaign for the month-long celebration from 20th January to 20th February 2022 at the Machuka village of Arunachal Pradesh, Shiyomi districts. So apart from the media campaign, Sanjay Dutt will feature in a series of promotional videos on tourism in the state, initiatives on substance and drug abuse along with the youth and also a serious concern for the state in the recent years. So Arunachal Pradesh capital is Itanagar, Arunachal Pradesh CM's name is Prema Khandu and Arunachal Pradesh governor's name is B.D. Mishra. Next current affair is the biggest cultural extravaganza of Nagaland. The Hornbill Festival has kicked off with the colorful renditions of traditional music, dance and contemporary in one roof of Naga heritage village Kisama, and it is the 22nd edition of the Hornbill Festival and will be celebrated in the 6 districts of Nagaland, and this Years editions of Nagaland's iconic Hornbill Festival, widely hailed as the Festival of Festivals. So this year's edition of Nagaland's iconic Hornbill Festival, widely hailed as the Festival of Festivals, and will be held in the traditional format starting on December 1st, after it was held virtually last year due to the COVID pandemic prevailing in the country. So the opening ceremony culminated with the Fight of the Hornbill, a musical representation by the Task Force for Music and the Arts, Nagaland. So the next current affair is about Himachal Pradesh. So the Himachal Pradesh police has conducted the President's Colour Award ceremony at Shimla's historic Ridge Ground. The governor bestowed the President's Colour Award to the state police on the occasion. So the Director General of Police, Sanjay Kundu, received the award on the behalf of the state police. So about this President Colour, so the President Colour is a special achievement demonstrating that the state police rank highly in the services of humanity, as well as the performance, professionalism, integrity, human rights protection and the other factors. So too, तो यहाँ पे ये कलर डिस्ट्रीब्यूट किया गया है, the President Colour. So talking about Himachal Pradesh, so Himachal Pradesh CM is Jairam Thakur and the governor is Rajendra Vishwanath Alkar. So moving forward, अब हमारे पास next है international affairs से जो important international affairs हैं. So it is Peter Fiala has been sworn in the new Prime Minister of the Czech Republic by the President Milo Zeman, and this Fila 57-year-old heads the third party coalition together, Civic Democratic Party, Christian Democratic Top 09 parties, so which gained 27.8% of the vote in the earlier October. Fila succeed Andreja Babis. So talking about Czech Republic, and this their capital is Prague, and their currency is Czech koruna. So moving forward to the next important international affairs, so the South Korea is soon going to get the world's first floating city to deal with the problem of floods due to the rising sea level. So the floating city project is a joint effort by the UN Human Settlement Program, UN Habit, and Oceanics. The city will be built off the coast of Busan in the South Korean region and is likely to be completed by 2025. So this floating city will have flood roof infrastructure and comprise several man-made islands to eliminate the risk of flooding. The self-sufficient city will be specifically designed to withstand natural disasters like tsunami, floods, and categories 5 hurricanes too. So talking about South Korea, so South Korea's capital is Seoul and South Korean currency is South Korean won. So moving forward to the next international current affairs, so the International Criminal Police Organization, Interpol, has elected Inspector General Ahmed Nasir Al-Razi, ये जो रजी हैं is United Arab Emirates से हैं, as its president for the 4-year term. So this man, General Ahmed Nazir Al-Raisi, will be the president for Interpol for the next 4 years, and at this 89th Interpol General Assembly meeting held in Istanbul, Turkey, he replaced the Kim Jong-un from the South Korea, and he will be the next president of Interpol for the next 4 years. So in the final round, the UAE candidate received 68.9% of the votes cast by the members country. As President Al-Raisi's role during his 4-year term will be to chair meetings of the Executive Committee, which supervises the implementation of decisions taken at the General Assembly. So talking about the Interpol, so Interpol formation was done in 1923. Interpol headquarters is in Lyon, France, and Interpol president is Ahmed Nasir Al-Raisi, and Interpol member states are 195. Interpol Secretary General is Jürgen Stock, and the motto of Interpol is connecting people for a safer world. So next current affair, international current affair from the Barbados. So Barbados has become the world's newest republic around 400 years after it being a British colony. Barbados is said to have been made a slave society by the Britishers, and it first became an English colony in 1625. It gains its independence in 1666. In 1966, and Barbados, the Caribbean island nation, removed Queen Elizabeth II as the head of the state, and they made their own lady as the head of the state. So Dame Sandra Polena Mason took over as the president of the Barbados. He was selected to become the first president of Barbados in October 2021, and he was selected as the president of Barbados at a joint meeting of both the houses of parliament of Barbados, and his name was announced by the Speaker of the House of Assembly, Arthur Holder. So Barbados capital is Bridgetown and their currency is Barbados dollar. So the next international current affairs. So the former finance minister of Sweden, Even Magdalena Andersson from the Social Democratic Party SDP, won her second election and became the first female prime minister of Sweden on 24th of November 2021. She was first elected as the PM but later resigned after her coalition partner Green Party and quit the government, and the budget fails to pass. Sweden's parliament is known as Riksdag, and Sweden is the last Nordic country to get a female prime minister. So moving forward to the next important current affairs. So the US military personnel and Bangladesh Navy began the 27th annual cooperation afloat and the training CLAT maritime exercise virtually from 1st December in the Bay of Bengal. So the 9-day exercise focuses on a wide range of naval capabilities and including cooperation actions that demonstrate the US and Bangladesh's capacity to work together to ensure a free and open Indo-Pacific region. So this CLAT is to promote regional cooperation and build relationships. According to Bangladesh Navy Fleet Commander Rear Admiral SM Abdul Kalam Azad, since 2011, the Bangladesh Navy has been participating in the CLAT exercise, which is celebrated its 27th anniversary this year. So this CLAT exercise is an annual bilateral exercise between US Navy and Bangladesh Navy, and the US States Pacific Fleet, a commander of the US Navy, conducts it with several Asian members too. So currently exercise CLAT is conducted with the navies of 9 nations, which are the navies of Bangladesh, Brunei, Cambodia, Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, Singapore, Sri Lanka and Thailand. So moving forward to the next important current affair, international current affair. So the International Monetary Fund Chief Economist Geeta Gopinathan is set to take over from the Geoffrey Okamoto as the institution's number 2 official. So the IMF has done some changes in the roles and responsibilities of the fund's senior management team, and in which they introduced deputy managing director for the first time, and it is gone to the first female name, Indian born economist Geeta Gopinathan, a very proud moment. So the move come as a surprise because Gopinathan, the first woman to serve as the IMF chief economist, has said in October she planned to rejoin Howard University in January to retain her tenure facility post after 3 years of public services. So this IMF is very important, and we should know about their foundation, their headquarters too. So the International Monetary Fund, founded on 27 of December 1945, and this IMF headquarters is in Washington DC, USA, and their membering countries are 190 in the number, and their managing director is Kristalina Georgieva. So the next current affairs are from the national, from the defense part. So National Cadet Corps NCC, the youth wing of the Indian Armed Forces and the largest uniformed youth organization in the world, is observing their 73rd anniversary of its raising on November 28. So the NCC Day is celebrated every year on the 4th Sunday in November. So NCC Day is observed throughout the country. The Raising Day is being celebrated over the country with the cadets participating in the marches, blood donation camps and the social development programs too. And if we are talking about NCC more, so the NCC was founded on 15th of July 1948, and NCC is also the largest uniform youth organization, as I discussed it earlier also, in whole world. So NCC headquarters is located in the New Delhi, and headquarters is now open for schools and college students too. And it is a voluntary tri-service organization. This organization includes the Army, the Navy and the Wings. So moving forward to the next important current affair. So the Border Security Force BSF is celebrating its 57th Raising Day on 1st of December 2021. BSF was formed on December 1, 1965 as a unified central agency after the Indo-Pak War and Indo-China War for ensuring the security of the borders of India with their neighboring hostile countries. So this BSF, it is one of the 5 central armed forces of the Union of India and stands as the world's largest border guarding force, and BSF has been termed as the first line of defense of the Indian territories. And if we are talking about BSF, so BSF's Director General DG is Pankaj Kumar Singh and its headquarters in New Delhi. So the International Press Institution IPI Indian Award for Excellence in Journalism 2021 has been awarded jointly. So moving forward to the next current affairs. So next is from the award and recognition. So the International Press Institution IPI, the Indian Award for Excellence in the Journalism 2021 has been awarded jointly to Srinivasan Jain and Mariam Alavi of NDTV, and Lakshmi Subramaniam and Banu Prakash Chandra of the week. Meanwhile, the IPI Indian Award for Excellence in the Journalism 2020 has been awarded to Ritika Chopra of the Indian Express. So next award and recognition. So Lionel Messi has won the Ballon d'Or for a 7th time after being named as the best player in 2021 by France Football. Messi scores 41 goals and registers 17 assists in 56 appearances in all competitions from club and country, and led Argentina to a long-awaited Copa America win in the summers. So Messi also won in 2009, 2010, 11, 12 and in 15, and the 34-year-old scored 38 goals in 48 games last season for Barcelona and won the Copa del Rey before captaining the Argentina to Copa America glory in July. So moving forward to the next. So from Rank and Report, the government think tank Niti Aayog has released the first ever multi-dimensional poverty index MPI, and to measure the poverty at the national, state, union territory and district level. As per the inaugural index, Bihar has been adjected as the state with the highest level of multi-dimensional poverty, 51.91% of the state population and multi-dimensional poor. So according to the index, the Jharkhand is at the second position with 42.16% of the state population as multi-dimensional poor, and this is followed by Uttar Pradesh with 37.79%, Madhya Pradesh with 36.65%, and Meghalaya with 32.67% in the top 5 poorest states. Meanwhile, Kerala 0.71%, Goa with 3.76%, Sikkim with 3.82%, Tamil Nadu with 4.89%, and Punjab with 5.59% are the top 5 lowest poorly states across India. So Kottayam in Kerala is the only district that registers zero poverty across the country as per the index. So talking about this index, Niti Aayog released this index. So Niti Aayog founded on 1st of January 2015, and Niti Aayog headquartered in New Delhi. Niti Aayog's chairman is Narendra Modi, and Niti Aayog's vice chairman is Rajiv Kumar, and CEO is Amitabh Kant. So guys, this was the important current affairs from the week. You can go down to the description and check out the link there, and you will be having the PDF there, and download the PDF and go through the important current affairs. Thank you guys. Meet you in the next session.